One of the first questions I always ask is, who thinks they can be a millionaire? And out of 100 students, I'll maybe get about 4 students will think that. By the third week, it just resonates with them all. They all believe it's possible. I see those light bulbs every day in my class. We heard the community loud and clear saying we need a common sense class to teach kids how to deal with money. I've been teaching foundations in personal finance for about 14 years across 2 districts, all kinds of different demographics. I tell them that everything we're going to do in here is common sense. The kids are like, yeah, okay. But as we go into the class and go more into the curriculum, get Dave's investment calculator and I'll put it up on the screen and I'll show them just a mere $50 a month, what that will do, or if they do 75 and at what point you become a millionaire, we see that. From that point on, whenever I'm talking, you can see them hanging on almost every word I say because they realize that this is a class that will relate to them every day of their lives.
So one thing I love about our curriculum is that it's very counterculture. And the way we speak about debt is very different than what a lot of other people in the marketplace, a lot of other curriculum providers will talk about. We really want to make sure that these students understand the dangers that they're signing up for.
One of my students came in and she was really upset. She goes, this class is stupid. Why do I have to take it? My mom's making me take it. Everybody has to have credit cards. 3 weeks into the class. She said, Mr. Sandberg, why would anybody take out a credit card? All they do is go into debt if they take out a credit card. I have a friend that wants to take out a credit card and I'm trying to tell her not to do that. Seeing that was amazing.
One of the things I love about Scott's story is it's very similar to a lot of other teachers that we've worked with, is they start a class and then the students start to really love the material and they start to see real world application because they're working at the local Walmart or working at the mall or a fast food restaurant. They're making money so they can start applying what they're learning. They'll tell their friends about it and suddenly the parents hear about it and the community's like, wow, what's going on at the high school? These kids, I'm glad they're learning this material. And that's what happened with Scott when he started teaching our curriculum 14 years ago.
Our first year, we only had 14 kids. The next year, we had over 100, and we've consistently been over 100 kids. And that's almost half of our graduating class. I've had parents come up to me and say, thank you for teaching this class. This is the first time my student actually talks about school. I do follow up with a lot of my students afterwards. They'll text me or they'll call me and say, Mr. Sandberg, I'm going to buy a car and I'm going to pay cash for it. Or we finally saved up enough money to buy our house. They're free to do what they want. They're free to travel. They're free to enjoy their money. They're free to give because they have the means to do that. They are at the starting line right now. This is a path. You're going to change generationally once you start doing this and once you start changing that mindset and thinking, these are the things that we need to implement in order to be successful. It doesn't matter what you want to do post-secondary. The foundations in this class will teach you how to be successful.